So, good dog, bad dog, what's a healthy dog? Is it how it looks that matter most? Let me break down a few things with you. You see some B-roll stuff over here. First thing in determining if a good dog is a good dog, I would encourage you to go see the dogs. You want to know how to prevent bad dogs from coming to your home? Go and meet the people, because oftentimes the dogs are reflections of the people who are breeding them. Doesn't mean they too don't mess up. Okay? So, back in the day, we would go and put our hands on everything. Guess what I've done still? I've gone and traveled to go and pick out the dogs that I want. I've literally visibly put my hands on the mom or dad, or at least got a chance to see them. And I saw what I was looking for in most of the dogs that I purchased. So, somebody still to this day, we get the questions, what would be some of your best advice for a young person or someone starting out with breeding? For one, get a good dog, be a good human. How it looks can always be improved upon. How healthy it is, that will take you 10 times the amount of time to fix. Think about someone that you know who's been sickly. How long have they been sickly? When they get sick, are you ever like, oh man, you're like, dang, that joker's sick again? Sick begets sick. So when we start looking at solutions, well, when we look at health, breeding creates problems. The dog's health oftentimes is a problem. And then training becomes a problem. And all of it oftentimes is associated with this. So I'm betting that all these things long-term become greater problems. And here's the proof. The proof is when people sometimes got a dog that pees too much in their home, they'll drop it off at that shelter. And that's a training issue. If a dog gets too expensive, the doctor will recommend, hey, you want to put this dog down? That's a breeding issue a lot of times, because people will breed bad dogs to so-called get their money back. And then if you're breeding without education, that's a problem. So part of this is a little bit about business, definitely a little bit about how to breed, but let's talk about a good business, because if you've been paying attention and you watch, there are people who are dying to get our dogs. And I'm seeing that metaphorically speaking. Nobody cares, but then some people are very like, yo, my man, what number did you say I was on that list? Because I'd do anything to get one of your dogs. Why? I have no clue. But my question was, hey, what's a good business? A good business solves a problem or it lowers a cost. What are 3 things that people focus on when looking at or when going to buy from someone? Because now we're talking about what we do and then how it impacts the customer. Well, convenience is one of the #1 things that people buy. And then the second thing is status. What's the difference between a Gucci shirt and a Walmart shirt? Well, this was $5, Walmart. $5. The Gucci shirt, $5,000. Which one are you going to pay attention to? If I'm wearing a Gucci shirt and working out, you're like, that dude tripping. If I'm wearing this, it's just a shirt. Status. Status is everything to some people and nothing to a lot of people. Steve Jobs wore a black turtleneck for over 10 years with jeans on stage. On the biggest stage of his life, where he presented us the new iPhone, he wore the same outfit for 10 years. What was the status? Well, that's Steve Jobs. He made a black turtleneck look appealing. Convenience, McDonald's. Oh, I don't want to cook tonight, I'm stopping to get some food. The store is inconvenient a lot of times. You got to walk through that thing, find all the stuff you need, get every ingredient, and then come back and cook, and then you got to clean. You go, yeah, I don't think that's the move tonight. We're not about to do that. So a good business literally solves the problems at lower costs. So when you're trying to determine, how do I create good dogs? For one, go see the people that you're buying dogs from. Go see the dogs themselves. Go see the person, talk to the dog, love their dog, embrace their dog. Or hopefully they're sharing things online nowadays to help you kind of like fall in love with the dogs and be supportive of the dogs by way of their care. That's how you find and even have a good dog. It's just, oh man, there's some good people over there. So what are some solutions? Most clubs and most breeds, especially in AKC, have kennel clubs. The American Bully really doesn't have a kennel club, guys. There is no regulation of dogs. And I'm probably going to do a live with Max Trend, because Max will tell you, I said, Max, why don't you just do this? There's certain things he can't do for the Cane Corso, or can't do because of the club that he's in. And there's certain things that, you know, the standard French breeders cannot do. They'll tell you, oh, I can't do that. They'll come for my head. You don't want that problem, people. Another thing that they need to do in the American Bully to improve, solution-wise, health testing. And then breed awareness. When I say breed awareness, let's talk about the things that people are actually doing, who they're breeding to, how they're breeding, ways in which they're improving overall outcomes of the dog's health. Because this right here, probably one of the number one things in American Bully, next to the lack of training and bad breeding. So many problems. So many problems. And I've been asked quite a few times to speak on the UK thing. Guys, I'm sorry. Dave Wilson got up there and crucified you guys. But let me be very clear. If you don't know what you're doing and what this dog is rooted in, you're probably going to create more problems than you solve. Long term, to be clear. Maybe you have 2 great breedings and the third one goes wrong, goes south. If you don't give the dog time to mature, time to become a dog, time just to learn from it, you're going to run into some problems. So I love a good dog. A good dog oftentimes is a reflection of a good person. And good isn't because a dog won't chew your butt up, to be clear. Good means that that dog loves that person and will do anything it can for that person. A lot of people can't get ego to do anything. Sometimes I can't. That's the truth. But for the most part, he literally really only listened to me. And everybody in his house will tell you that. That is definitely your dog. And his mom's the same way. One time Cat come up here, she felt so bad. She was like, oh, Zara was being so nice to me. And then when I got back, she didn't even look at her. She's like, and she came like, hey, Zara. So I looked at her, I was like, no, I'm good. I'm where I'm supposed to be. He's home now. I shouldn't be talking to nobody else. Now that's a good bitch. Now, that being said, people, please take care of your dogs. Remember to do good business. Go and see the dogs if you want to prevent problems. When you're building your dog business, think of, you're probably not going to do nothing convenient. Convenience for you is making sure that people know how to talk to you, how to get to you, potentially how to get your dogs. That's setting up a system so that people can purchase the dogs, pick up the dogs, buy the dogs, etc. Care is one value that I think every business can exchange depending on who they are. If you look at Chick-fil-A's model, they do not open on Sunday. They would make a ton of money on a Sunday, but it's not worth them compromising their value, which actually makes them more valuable. So what Chick-fil-A don't got a line outside? People love it. They love it. Some people fuss about the ingredients, whatever else. But point is, this is one of the values I would tell you to figure out how to connect to this. And if you can do these 2 things, solve a problem, lower costs, breed better, make sure that you know what type of health problems you might be running into, train the dog so you can learn how to continue to breed better, and then particularly start a club within even your own community of dogs, no matter what the breed. Do some health testing, all the health testing that you can find, and then make the dog great. I know I probably shouldn't be saying that because we're not going to make America great again. No, I'm playing. Who knows? But breed awareness. You want the dog or people to care more about this breed, do something that matters.